If you were to walk a circle here around me, yeah, as you're walking that circle around me, as close as possible to me, you're sitting on the inside of the saddle, so your position statement is correct. Yeah, you've got the outside rein holding the neck relatively straight. Your inside hand can come a little bit in front and guiding away from the neck. What I suggest you do is park your whip for the time being under that thumb. That means that, now you can leave it as it was, because you may need it on this side, yeah. That is what I call parking the whip. You put it under your outside thumb, and then this means that that hand is independent, yeah. And then this hand can always guide in this direction. And the objective here in this little exercise is to do a turnabout the forehand. I turn about the forehand, not on the forehand. So it means you keep walking forward. And as you do that, your heel down, your leg at the girth, because it's stop again, because it's as much for the audience as yourself. We'll have to take one more half circle because we can't see you from the side enough. So keep going, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Here we are getting the turnabout the forehand, keep turning, right, and stop. Right. What we want to try and do, drop the heel, relax the hip, there. Use your leg from the hip, not from the knee. Your hip joint is a ball and socket joint. Your knee can only go forwards and backwards. So by operating from up here, if I want to make a mark in the ground, I lift my toe up and I make a mark in the ground. I'm very strong in doing that, yeah? If I bend my knee, then it just swings backwards. So when I have the hip relaxed, I can use my leg from the hip, and I want to sensitize this area of the horse. I don't want to be working my leg 1 minute from here and the next minute to here. I want it all to be operating here. The horse's skin, you can feel it, can move in an upward, forward, sideways, not upward, forward, backward direction. Yeah? The horse can feel the pressure on the skin. So he can feel, am I kicking the football forward? Am I taking it sideways? Am I going backwards for rein back? You don't have to take your leg back from there to do rein back. The horse can feel it there. Yeah, that's what we want to try and do. So you've got to stay relaxed, hip here. So the knee isn't pinned in behind the block, the weight's down there. And if your horse isn't active enough here, then your touch of leg is always going to be in a up and that direction, and not in a backward direction. Okay? Now what we were doing there in the turnabout the forehand was activating and encouraging the inside hind leg to step forward and across the body slightly in order to come under his body. Because what I noticed there in the canter was the quarters coming in all the time. Yeah, and as you asked for canter, it's too much with the outside leg for me.